Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2. It's going to be a Patreon game for the week of September the 5th, 2025. Thanks for being a patron if you're watching it that week. Bottom right of Incorporeal, it is a Classic. In the top left, it is a Rogue. Extractor tricking, 15 supply out of 14. Let's see what's going to go on here in this PvZ for your incredible replay today. Hit that like button if you're excited, or watching this in late September 2025 on the YouTube channel. Should be a good one, man. We're going to speed it up just a little bit here because I don't think we're going to see anything like a proxy or a fast Ling rush. Although it's Rogue and we never know, right? That's the fun thing about Rogue and Dark both, is that they are both people who show up with 20 Lings at your front door at 2 minutes, and you're like, ah, what? I thought you were going to play this standard. And you're like, ah, you know who I am. You know what I'm all about. So we're going to gate expand, and nothing crazy you have to do here at all, right? Probe knows there's not a pool yet. Probe knows gas isn't done yet either. So you can expand. That's fantastic stuff. No questions asked. We're going to play the mineral game. He's winning the mineral game right now. You'll lose it when you get a mouthful of minerals. This has been played for many, many years now, and it's a fun one for sure. I did see it used a little bit in Brood War a couple of months ago, but it never really seemed to stick, so I don't know. I don't know if they consider it worth it. Maybe there are better things for their APM to do in Brood War. Who knows? Got the mouthful of minerals, and the probe is a loser. Tragically, Adept on the way for a second scout out. We got a Stargate coming in. No real surprise there either. Excellent. So as soon as we get something exciting happening, I'll top this down to regular speed. Third hatch at 246. Adept really just intended for scouting here, folks. Not really going to get any kills. Phoenix on the way. Interesting. I would have not bet a Phoenix was the first thing being produced off of this Stargate, but hey, Classic mixing it up. Classic GSL champion. Take him seriously, man. Rogue back for military. I thought this would be a fun game because Rogue has the better resume overall, but currently I think Classic is playing better. Phoenix killing an Overlord. Hooray. Not as fast as a Void Ray can do it, but better than an Oracle can. Without a doubt. So we're on Incorporeal. Nothing too crazy about this map. We have Zellinga Watchtower. We have Lings trying to attack the third base, but Oracle chases them away. Like, stop me if you've heard this one. Don't look at the sky. Don't look at the sea. He's inside of you and me. Tiny little super guy pops right out before your eyes. Yeah, if you're old like me, you probably know what that is. It's a Sesame Street little music video kind of thing they did. Try to be educational and stuff. But anyway, little stop motion dude. Regardless, cool. So we're going to go Oracle attack. We're going to lift a Queen so she can't help against the Oracle attack. 3 drones die. Spores in position to help out. Let's slow it down. We are getting a little more exciting now without a doubt. And everything is good. Twilight Council, Forge, nothing out of the ordinary. Could we get DTs? Could we get Shadow Stride? I like there was work done to kill these unbuildable bricks. I like their bricks, not rocks, not debris, just bricks. And then something took the Ling's attention away. And they're sitting here. They're not going to finish the job. Do you think they will? Let's make a prediction. Do we think Lings will come back and actually kill these unbuildable bricks or not? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say Rogue forgot about it. He's not going to do it. Ah, the combination lift, stasis. Ah, so good. Stasing a Queen, lifting a Queen. But I mean, other than that, not that big of a deal. Adepts getting fully surrounded in the natural. 1 Adept dies. 2 of the Adepts die. I think one of them made it back home with like 1 hit point. Yeah, right here. 2 hit points on that Adept. She made it home alive. She's got to be happy about that. 4th base coming up top right for the Zerg. Queens injecting. Unbuildable bricks. Still not destroyed. Man, if Rogue loses this game because he accidentally clicks on these things during a battle at his natural base, I'm going to laugh. I've lost a game like that. That's why you kill the bricks. You don't want to lose it. Oh, 5th hatch? No, denied, Classic says. Sick play. Psystorm's on the way. Blink is on the way here, too. Lings are out. They are getting all sorts of +1 attack upgrades. A Hydra Den's on the way. No real surprise. A very big staple of every matchup these days is Hydras. If you don't see Hydras at all in a Zerg game, there's some orthodox play going on without a doubt. Finally, bonk. 5th base coming in. 3rd base by Classic happening. No sign of a 4th base from him. Ling trying to make sure at least Rogue knows if that's something that Classic's trying to do. Is that another dude? Okay, fair enough. Wait, that's the same one. I'm having brain aneurysms. Right, that's a base we saw coming up earlier. That is a 5th base. It is not a 6th base. There we go. 4th for Classic. Getting fired up here too. Overseer comes in for the scout, sees the number of gateways, says I don't see any indication of carriers quite yet. At 6 minutes, it'd be a little bit aggressive, but not something you can't do. Where are the adepts? There's cannon shield battery. That's pretty good. If you're defending against lings into your third, cannon shield battery is going to do fine, unless they have adrenal, which would be bad. Spire, the natural base. Ooh, let's see when Classic scouts that Spire. That's a fast Spire. That is not in reaction to carriers. That is not in reaction to, like, a ton of Phoenix. That is just, we're going to make Mutalisks, I think. This is a Muta timing. It's Rogue, man. He is our Muta guy. Historically. I'm very curious to see. Is he saving up money for Mutas? Kind of. You can make 4 of them right now. Is it a safety Spire? You just worried about... No, he's making Mutas. There we go. 6 Mutas, 4 Hydras, 14 Lings, Baneling Nest on the way. This could be interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Rock Tower getting destroyed. It will block this ramp. Well, sort of. Not all the way. Phoenix scouts in. Phoenix going to scout the Spire. That's the question. Goes the other way. Doesn't see it. I don't think he knows about it yet. Nope. Doesn't know about it yet. High Templar are on the way. Charge is coming in here too. +2 attack. Both players are good on their upgrades, and you should never worry about it. So a big Mutaling Bane with Hydra thing. This isn't Lurkers. He's going to put the gas into things like Banes and into the Mutalisks. Look at this. How many Phoenix are out? There's the one, and he's going to fire up more after this happens, I tell you what. Mutas dive bombing into the main base of Classic at 8 minutes. What year is it? Gets a cannon, gets some probes. Why not? Stalker count fairly hefty, though. These guys are not having a good time with that. Trying to snipe down the Oracle. They get it. They got it. A couple probes here at the 4th base are going to die. Not enough Mutas to really kill a ton of them, but 7 probes go down. Mutas fall back. A little bit of damage there on those adepts. No big deal. And, dude, he's making more Muta. What is Rogue doing? Rogue, you can't just make Mutalisks. It's going to be a fleet beacon here. It's going to be an ion pulse crystals here. It's going to be a ton of Phoenix and other Stargates coming in. Classic knows what to do against Mutas. He's not a dummy. Lings split up. Oh, also High they have to storm themselves. The High Templar die. That's fair. That's it. Those Lings were willing to die to kill those 2 High Templar, and they did. Future attacks on this base will be a lot easier for the Zerg player to get away with. New High Templar are produced. Left side 6th from Rogue is on the way. Banelings, yes. Archons, yes. Come on, Rogue. We've seen you. We've seen you against Protoss, where you just kind of throw Lingbane Hydra into a really Archoned up position, and you don't get a lot done, and it's a waste of resources. Let's see if you've learned recently, Rogue. It's something that you should have known. This time you have Mutalisks, I guess, so maybe now you can snipe down the High Templar more easily? I don't know. I mean, sniping down... maybe? Okay, he's trying to snipe down the High Templar with the Mutas. They all died, but they got a couple High Templar, I guess. Dude, the Psystorm is gone here. No, it is not. The guys... Oh, over here from the 3rd base came. Holy smokes, what an engagement. High Crown Hydras, the High Templar not anymore remaining. Banelings on top of cannons would be good, but kind of just hitting Archons again. But are there enough Hydras to deal with the Archons? Yes, but not with the Stalkers and the Charge Lots. Archons getting popped. Another... Oh, that Archon's very close to dying, but again, the Stalkers are pretty good against the Hydras. Not cost for cost, really, but they will do a good amount of damage here. Just warping in a ton of Charge Lots on top of the 6th base. Just warping it on location. That's what we're talking about here, man. That is all of the work that you're all going to do here. Carriers are now on the way. He is getting carriers and the Anion Pulse Crystal upgrade, which increases the range on the attack of Phoenix. He doesn't have any Phoenix. He just canceled that upgrade because he's like, wait, what am I doing? A cancel on the +3 attack would be good. If these were Adrenalings, it would be dead already, but they get it anyway. Nicely done. Seismic Spines coming in. Immortal? I think that was an Immortal that got exploded. Anyway, War Prism gets wiped out here inside the main base. That attack gets shut down. Hydra's going to make it happen. Resources lost, 14,000 to 10,000. Income is favoring Rogue moderately over the last 5 minutes or so, which means we're basically even. So carriers less, lurkers on the way. Dude. Carriers on the way, and then Rogue gets into lurkers. He does not know. He doesn't know. Like, he saw the fleet beacon, but I don't think he knew that was carriers necessarily. Let's see what he does. He needs Vipers, he needs Corruptors, he needs a lot of stuff to handle these carriers. A Hydra, Ling, Bane, Lurker is not going to handle carriers unless there are maybe 3 or 4 of them at max. Any more than that, and the Hydras just kind of melt. And they're your anti-air. Adrenal's almost done. What? Okay. Yeah, see, these lurkers are like, we got this. Ah, carriers. Run. Up the left side. This base in a lot of trouble. Lurker attack into the natural base of Classic. This is chaos. This is Sparta. Hatch down. 6th hatch down. Lurkers into the natural base. It's blocked off. They're too big to get through. They just opened the door by killing a single warp gate. Charge lots still being difficult. Difficult clean up there for Rogue. Carriers against the lurkers are going to do fine. He just kind of YOLO'd them over here because he knew they were going to have that much value now that the carriers are out. But where's your detection? I can't kill him. He doesn't have detection on him. There we go. Obs comes in. Psystorm helping too. Zealots inside the main base. Crackling's going to clean them up pretty effectively. Left side 6 o'clock dead. Lurkers pressuring the right side 3rd. 4th base. 2 here for Classic. This is chaos. What a game this has been. 179 to 144 supply. Classic is up. There we go. Now Corruptors and Vipers are in production. Rogue did not know about the carriers until they popped up over here and surprised his lurks. Those lurkers died without really getting as much value as I think they should. Resources lost, 22,000 for Rogue and 14,000 for Classic. New base coming up right side. Classic taking a base. Rogue maybe considering retaking a base here. He's got the money for it, but can he defend it? Creep thread, awesome. Honestly, here on Incorporeal, not bad at all. Wings. Oh, Tectonic Destabilizers on the way. Mothership coming in. I don't imagine that we've got any... I don't imagine any Tempests already exist. No. Are there Tempests on the way? Not really either. Left side 6th for Rogue is coming in. Right side for Classic. Yes, as well. Ling's again trying to pop in, but it turns out a Zealot with 2 cannons behind it is pretty much unstoppable against Lings. Couple Banes could maybe do it. Free Stalker is free. Carrier stuff looking good. 2 more on the way. Lings get a cancel on a couple cannons before they get eviscerated. 7 carriers with 2 more happening. And Classic doesn't really have the supply to make that many more of them. 7th base by Rogue. Pushing onto the creep. This is where it gets dangerous. Protoss armies are always more scary when they're on your side of the map. When they're over here, less fear. Ooh, a +3 flyer attack from Rogue. That is the benefit of him going for the early Mutas, is that he's got upgrades early and he can get to +3 way faster. If this had been a situation where he didn't know about the carriers, didn't do anything about the carriers until now, and then started the upgrades, he'd have +1. Maybe +1 would be starting now instead of +3. Lunge on the way for those Hydras for Rogue. We're going to get a big engagement here. Someone's going to come out on top, and I think that's going to determine who wins this. 7th base canceled. Creep spread, not spreading as much anymore, right? Oh, the 1 lurker. Good probe split, man. Look at this. 0 kills on that lurker. Archons, lurkers coming in. Corruptors diving on the Sky Toss. Cloaking Shield gets popped. Jumping in there. Parasitic Bomb. Archon's getting hits off on the Corruptors as well. He's trying to kill as many of the carriers as he can, but the Archons are getting big-time hits off. The Psystorm's killing the Corruptors as well. They all die. I don't think they killed enough of this Sky Toss to really make it worth the death of those Corruptors. 32,000 to 20,000 resources lost. Lurker gets picked off on the right side base. There are Overlords over there. They're not much of a threat to anything whatsoever. Yeah, man, it's just so hard to do. So hard to handle this whole Archon, Psystorm, Mothership, Carrier Army. Just because you'd think, okay, yes, Corruptors, absolutely, they could do the work here, but then the Archons and the Storm are like, zap, 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 brah, 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 brah. And your Corruptors all die. That is 19 Corruptors killed. 3 carriers died during that engagement. 3. That is so many dead Corruptors. They are not free at all. Although Rogue did hang on to this left side base, which is nice. Getting this base back would be good too. But these are the center bases that are so hard to hold on Incorporeal. Lunging into the engagement are these Hydras. Hydra Lurker Army up the right side. Classic up the left side saying, you want a base race? Let's base race, fool. I can recall back and defend my bases. You can't do that. Suddenly, another base down for Rogue. He's going to leave some dudes behind. I guess the Lurkers are going to handle everything else here. The Nexus dying would be really nice. Another hatch going to die. Full evacuation by Rogue. Nexus explodes to Lurker attacks. Hatchery dies mostly to carrier attacks. 182 to 197 supply. Nobody has any kind of a bank right now. Lings come down to the bottom left, clear pretty much everything that's here. Going to force a cancel on that Nexus, and some probes are going to die. Not, not 10 probes, not 15 probes, not 20 probes, but 4. There's the cancel on the Nexus, and they're going to come in here and burrow. That's a burrow retreat if ever I've seen one. Indeed it is. You can't find us all. We're burrowed over here. Now you got to bring an OBS into this position to try to deal with it. This is crazy. Could Rogue win this game? I kind of feel like with the death of these bases, he's in a really bad position. This base going down too is huge. He's not replanting any of these bases. Classic is retaking the bottom left. He's not retaking the right side though, so both players kind of having a hard time re-establishing bases they have lost recently. Resources lost continuing to favor Classic, 35,000 to 24,000. Units lost tab here. 19 Lurkers have gone down, 19 Corruptors. Still only 3 total carriers have died. There are still 8 in this group, and further upgrades are on the way from these dudes. Armor upgrades for the Sky are here. Composition looking hefty for Classic, looking hefty and big for Classic. Corruptors being produced all the time. Corruptor count does not seem like it's nearly enough here. Abducts on the carriers might be a better option. Abducting them into the Hydras is always a good way to do things. Charging up. Archons leading the way into these Lurkers. They don't really want to do... Okay, pop and Cloaking Shield again. Lurkers on burrow and reburrow. Abduct, yes, an Archon dies, but feedback countering that Viper. No, not much energy for anything else after that feedback. Being patient. God, what did he get? He got Tectonic Destabilizers for the 0 Tempest he's rolling with right now. Time Warp and Psystorm. A pretty solid combo. Not the greatest, strongest, most overpowered thing of all time. Parasitic Bomb, yes, on the Mothership. Splits it out. Storm, storm, storm. The Hydras are just not the answer here. Diving it again. The Corruptors trying to get on top of these carriers, but the Archons kill everything. And again, a GG Classic. Oh. Classic gets the win there in 19 minutes and 41 seconds. Yeah, resources lost 44 to 25. That is a 19,000 resources lost difference in a 19-minute game. Classic getting into that carrier group, still only lost 3 carriers on the day. Rogue tried 2 separate times to dive on top of them and kill them, and 3 total died. There are 32 Corruptors died for 3 carrier deaths. That's your stat of the game. That's it. That's what did it here today. Also 3 Nexus or 3 hatcheries for 1 Nexus. Not good trades. 26 Lurkers down. Nothing really on the other side of it that really mirrors that at all for Classic. He lost 9 High Templar, 15 Stalkers, 7 Adepts. The Muta opening was interesting, but losing 17 Mutas for... I just don't think he got enough to really make it worth it at the end of days. So, man. Incredible. Like, what a great, great game there. Whew. Fantastic showing for a Patreon game. That is certainly good for Classic. All right, so that's going to be it for me today. Well done, Classic. Just excellent composition and hard for Zerg to kill. We'll see if Rogue can handle it next time we see it, but again, that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2. Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.